comes back and hits him. Does it hit him? It goes behind him. Yeah, I think it hit his hip. Not a bad idea.
Nelly, so much of this game is mental, right? You could talk about the physical part of hitting a baseball and getting your foot down early, swing path, all of those things. But when you walk in that box and you know your batting average is in the low 200s, you only have 1 home run, 7 RBIs, it becomes a mental challenge.
Oh, absolutely, because it's up on the board. I mean, everybody wants to see good numbers when they come up to the plate or even out on the mound.
That's a swing and a miss. 1 down here in the top of the 4th.
And Alexander just stayed upstairs with Torres, and that's where his hole is, up and in. You see the big loopy swing. He drops that back shoulder. You're able to beat him upstairs with the fastball. That was a cutter upstairs.
And you know where the mental challenge comes in, where you do all the work before the game, right? I mean, you do flips in the cage, maybe you hit off a tee, you take your batting practice, and you have days where you're like, oh, I think I found it. I think I got it. And then you go out to the actual game, and you're 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and then the demons start popping in your head again, saying, okay, still battling, still grinding.
Well, for the first pitch he saw, he tried to lay one down, try to steal a hit.
Oh, it's 1 down to bring up John Birdie. Hit a ground ball to short his first at bat as Anthony Rizzo takes his lead. Big hole between first and second for Birdie if he wants to go that way, but he lifts one out to right field. Easy play for Lowe. The 2 down to bring up Jose Trevino. It's Austin Wells who got the start in yesterday's game, had an extra base hit, a double in that game, scored a run. The Yankee catchers the last 17 games, batting average of .328. And Trevino 0 for 1 in this one. Two runs on 4 hits for the Yankees, nothing on 1 hit for the Rays. Another good crowd here at Tropicana Field on Mother's Day. And a good hitter's count here for Trevino, 3-1. Looking for a pitch to drive. And there it is. Jose Trevino, a 2-run blast out to left field. And the Yankees lead this one 4-0.
That's the second home run that the Yankees have hit on that cutter from Alexander. Jones in the third, Trevino here, a big 2-run homer, a 3-1 count.
Yankee catchers continuing to produce.
Real aggressive swing on a 3-1 count. There you see that cutter just stayed up. He crushed this ball.
No doubt about that. 1. 4-0 Yankees. Back to the number 9 hitter Jones, who had his first big league home run. He drives that to right field. That's going to be a little short as Lowe is able to make the play, but the Yankees continue to add on and flex their power. A 2-run shot from Jose Trevino, his 3rd of the year. Yankees lead it 4-0.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
I love it when people say that something's impossible. I see that as a challenge.
To your advantage with low-cost ground shipping from the
If you're taking a trip with your friends, why pay for 4 hotel rooms to stay apart? When you could get one Airbnb and stay together.
Let's take a look at Stat Class 3. On Luis Heel and his pitch arsenal.
Well, the fastball, he's thrown a lot of fastballs here today. The changeup, in occasion, he has aimed it, and he hasn't let it go. And there you see the batting average against. I mean, everything has been outstanding. And 143 total batting average against Luis Heel.
He's only given up 1 hit in this ball game to Richie Palacios, who will hit behind Paredes here. 3 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, only 1 strikeout. And a bunch of zeros on the board as Paredes blocks one off into right field for a leadoff hit. Right off his knuckles.
Well, he'll try to come back with a fastball in. Up a little bit easier for the right-handed hitter to handle and shoot it into right field.
You can see where he generates all his power, loading up on that back leg with the big leg kick. Strong enough to muscle it into right field. I'll bring up Richie Palacios. Try to base hit his first at bat. Palacios now on this homestand, 3 for 617. So was slowed down a little bit. His heel able to get that 4-seamer in there for a strike. The changeup misses.
You know, sometimes he gets too quick with his delivery. He rushed that changeup. And we've seen the changeup anywhere from 90 to 94 from Heel today.
See what he comes with here. 3-2 with a 4-run lead. And he comes right at him, in on the hands with a good fastball.
And what makes Heel so effective on occasion is he's effectively wild. You know, that pitch was supposed to be away. Trevino set up away, and that ball wound up being inside. You know, you can never really be comfortable as a hitter against Heel, especially someone throwing 97 and not knowing where it's going sometimes.
That's fouled straight back. Good swing on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. I'm sure Heel is tempted here, Nelly, to throw that changeup, right? 3-2, but with a 4-run lead, you want to make sure you're throwing strikes here. No free passes.
Well, he has confidence in that pitch. I mean, it's been up and down as far as throwing it for a strike and missing with it. If he throws it and stays on top of it, that's when you get that good sink.
Popped up. Looks like Heel is going to win that battle. Birdie battling the dome and hangs with it. And we're going to go back to Friday out in the bullpen when Garrett Cole was working with Luis Heel.
Yeah, talking about breaking his hands and lifting that leg, breaking it at the right spot, and that way you get on top of the baseball. And that's what Cole was saying. This is an occasion, you watch the leg kick, and as soon as it reaches the peak, that was a little bit that he's drifting too much, and that ball was probably up in the zone, and you can really see it from a side angle, that once that leg gets up at its peak and before it starts going down, those hands have to be out of the glove, especially on the changeup, the breaking ball, the slider, especially the changeup. You have to get on top of the ball, so you have to really make sure you're breaking your hands at the right time.
One down, Ahmed Rosario. Fouls that one off.
And see, watch him, and you see Cole as soon as he's breaking his hands, and you have to, he's probably telling him, hey, your arm's dragging here a little bit. Get that arm up above. That elbow has to be above the shoulder. And you can instantly tell if he's going to throw a strike without even looking at where it's going, just from the side angle.
Line drive right back to the mound. That's going to be a double play to end the 4th inning. So Heel not striking him out, but able to field his position.
I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park.
This is the ultimate challenge. 40 miles in 40 days. Oh my God. I need a medic. Right now. They cannot do this.
Nobody out here has seen day 22.
At Not Howie says Taco Bell only really hits after midnight, which is why I'm going to use the Cantina chicken menu to help him see the Taco Bell light.
Very juicy.
Hi. The food hits, right? Did for late night.
It's one fantastic ride. The turbocharged, tech-inspired Kia Forte.
Best 2 out of 3?
Kia. Movement that inspires.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Discover Cashback Debit gives everyone money back on the stuff they buy. So I bought all these kids a bunch of candy. I know what I'm doing.
We are cooking up something special with Hex. Average couple of home runs, 7 RBI, slugging .708, and of course our graphics guy Seth Rothman has to throw in there the 153 batting average previously.
Yes, absolutely, the highs and lows of an athlete, of a baseball player.
Can it just be positives about a hitting streak and some good numbers? Seth Rothman has to put in the negatives.
Well, it's great. I mean, this is a second-year player. I think that was perfect, Seth. I'd like to see guys get pumped up. Show them when you didn't have a great week or so. So how guys overcome adversity. Well, way to go, Seth. I like it. I know Flash is all over you.
There's a little tension here after 2.5 games. You and I spend it together. It might be time for
Seth Flash has never had a slump, so he has no idea how Anthony Volpe.
My whole career was a slump. And here's Anthony Volpe with that leadoff triple to extend that hitting streak, and behind in the count 1-2.
And it's probably more magnified. I mean, or is it as a hitter going through? Let's say, like you look at Verdugo. What was it? What was he going through? 0 for 16 or something? Or you look at what Volpe's numbers were in the last 11, and all of a sudden what he's going through now.
He's caught looking at a sinker on the inner half. Not happy with the call.
Might have been off the plate. Rortvedt brought it back. Let's see where this pitch is. Yeah, maybe a little inside. Is it easier to hide a hitter as far as going through a slump because it's 1 through 9? You really, beside yourself, focused on the guy slumping in the middle or the bottom of the lineup, or is it?
You know what?
Tougher as a pitcher. It was a pitcher.
Yeah, it was always easier being a catcher because you quickly got away from your offensive struggles when you went out to work with right-handed relievers like yourself or starting pitchers. So during the game, it wasn't beating you down mentally like I'm sure it is Gleyber Torres right now.
And with Gleyber going through as much as a slump as he's had in the start of the season, it's you have to make an adjustment, right? I mean, you got to figure out, you're used to swinging one way, you're used to playing a certain way, and you don't ever want to change and try to make an adjustment. Say, hey, I used to swing this way last year and I had a great year, but something's not working.
Yeah. I'm glad you bring that up, though, because hitters go from year to year. What worked last year, you go into spring training trying to go back to it, and for some reason it doesn't click the following season. So you're always trying to adjust and figure out what are your mechanical keys to get you back on track. As Soto lines one into right field, that'll get him back on track. Hustling, big turnaround first base.
That was a good swing. This is a hanging slider. It was supposed to be away, hung out over the middle of the plate. You see where Rortvedt, his head, he just goes down. He said, oh, that should have been away. Hangs over the middle of the plate.
And Nelly, we got to congratulate Juan Soto on being voted the Montefiore Einstein Player of the Week with that batting average over 300, the 863 OPS. Judge hammers one to right field and deep and gone. Another home run for the Yankees, a 2-run shot. And the Yankees lead 6-0.
Well, there hasn't been much of changing the eye level from Alexander unless he's looking up. That's the 3rd home run off of Alexander today. All 3 have been on that cutter.
That's a man of his word. Hey, that's a man of his fucking word.
Well, looks like he tried to backdoor this cutter again. It stayed up. A great job by Judge. He's got tremendous power to right field.
Nelly, when we see that replay, as Stanton gets jammed, popped up, Diaz on the move, he'll make the play. We show that replay, though. Really, the difference is just he was working underneath it early on when he was missing. That's just right on time there, letting the ball travel deep.
Jones is going to blow him off a little.
As Rizzo rolls over to the right side, and that will end the 5th inning. But the captain, Aaron Judge, continuing his hot streak, letting the ball travel, driving it the other way. 6-0 Bombers.
I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park.
This is the ultimate challenge. 40 miles in 40 days. Oh my God. I am medic. Right now, I cannot do this.
Nobody out here has seen day 22.
When you share a hotel room with your kid, you also share a bedtime with your kid. But if you get an Airbnb, you get to pick your own bedtime.
Gatorade Zero. Zero sugar hydration with all the flavor and electrolytes of Gatorade. Hydration for every athlete, forever.
T-Mobile Savings take
Hydration with all the flavor and electrolytes of Gatorade.
save versus the other guys. Okay, I'll just do it. Check out the T-Mobile Savings Calculator and see how much you can save. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone when you switch.
Safe space in my community. It's a million faces in a mirror, and everyone belongs. Find your why for a better us.
Well, come out to Yankee Stadium on Friday, May 17th when the Yankees take on the White Sox. It's a Yankees hockey jersey night, and the first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Yankees hockey jersey courtesy of StubHub. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. Well, the Yankees enjoying Mother's Day, an early 6-0 lead, 3 home runs. And Luis Gil has given up 2 hits, 4 shutout innings. And quickly adding the count to Johnny DeLuca.
Pitch count decent, 60 pitches in 5 innings. This is his 5th.
Gil has won 3 of his last 4 starts with a no decision mixed in there. DeLuca rolls over. Easy play for birdie. But this one's a little different, Nelly. Only 1 strikeout. Getting a lot of contact, a lot of ground balls.
Yeah, a lot of hard contact. And you look at the very aggressive hitting Rays team, and he had 9 punch-outs against them at Yankee Stadium, and they probably came out with a different game plan. Hey, jump all over him early, don't get into deep counts. That was one of the few sliders that he has thrown today to DeLuca.
There's the ex-Yankee Ben Rortvedt. So Ben catching up with his former teammates the last couple of days inside the Trop. And getting an opportunity to play here in Tampa and taking advantage of it. Last 15 games hitting .342. Pulled foul. Check out and follow the Yes Network on TikTok for more content.
And that was a fastball four-seamer. Trevino wanted that upstairs, and he missed right out over the plate. You know, you're ahead of him 0-2. You could go back a little higher. There he overthrew a changeup. When you see that changeup at 94, he's usually overthrowing that pitch. And you'll see it yanked to the first base side of the home plate.
Swing and a miss. Fouled off.
It's a little bit better that he got on top of that one.
Trevino not able to hold on.
You see, gets on top of that, and look at the sink down and away from Rortvedt.
It's amazing what confidence can do as you watch Ben Rortvedt in that batting average well over 300. Just looks like a different hitter than when he was with the Yankees. We know he's an outstanding defensive catcher. You get to a new organization, you get off to a good start, all of a sudden you start believing you're going to have a big time year.
You have more consistent playing time.
Luis Gil finally gets him. Second strikeout of the ball game for Gil. 2 quick outs here in the 5th.
Yeah, really good battle. This is just a heater at 98 miles an hour on the outer half. This is by Rortvedt. Nice pitch.
2 down, bring up Jose Siri, the number 9 hitter, center fielder for the Rays. A ground ball to Birdie, his first at bat. He's first pitch swinging.
The slider is his 3rd best pitch, and you see a couple of them right there. That one is up, and he gets underneath that pitch, and it really doesn't have the breakdown and away. And that's a pitch he probably works on a lot in the bullpen, just to add that as a 3rd pitch in his arsenal. The changeup and fastball play so well for him. You need a little wrinkle every now and then.
If you're Jose Trevino behind the plate, that really is the assignment, right? When do I call the slider? In counts like this, where you could set up a way, make sure he gets out in front of it and finishes it. Be a nice complementary pitch to his fastball changeup. He goes with the heater, gets in on the hands. Torres up with it, and an easy 1-2-3, bottom of the 5th inning for Luis Gil. We'll take this baby to the 6th.
I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park.
This is the ultimate challenge. 40 miles in 40 days. Oh my God. I am medic. Right now, they cannot do this.
Nobody out here has seen day 22.
If you're taking a trip with your friends, why pay for 4 hotel rooms to stay apart?
Hello?
When you could get one Airbnb and stay together.
Gatorade Zero. Zero sugar hydration with all the flavor and electrolytes of Gatorade. Hydration for every athlete, forever.
Summer is around the corner. Put your plans in motion with great deals at the Ford Memorial Day sales event. Now, returning lessees can lease a Ford F-150 for $399 a month, only at your local Ford stores.
Lorenz with your Audi update. Orioles looking for the sweep, but the Diamondbacks top of the 5th, bases loaded. Is that an out? No, sir. Safe. Trying for the force at home. The throw pulled the catcher's foot off the bag. Eugenio Suarez scored. So Arizona tried to avoid the sweep. They lead the O's right now 3-1, bottom half of the 5th. Flash Nelly, back to you.
Thank you very much, Bob. We're going to take a look around the majors. Shohei Ohtani has some lower back tightness. Paul Skeens, the rookie, 100 miles an hour 17 times in his debut. And Ryan Jeffers on a heater lately, his last 18 games. 17 pitches at 100 miles an hour or more.
Well, he was incredible. He started out really well, and then later in the game, around that 4th inning, he started giving up some runs. And Pirates gave him a big lead. I thought he was going to have his first major league win. It was 6-1, and then around the 4th, 5th inning, it was a tie score, 6-6. He gave up 3 and 4, and then a reliever came up.
Yeah, I saw a little video of him walking in the clubhouse for the first time before his start as Torres gets jammed. An easy play for Diaz, and when you hear this music, Nelly, you know what time it is. Name that Yankee, your favorite,
my favorite
time of the game.
Well, I used to get it a lot earlier, so I was able to
a 10.
10.
181 games, 6 home runs, 68 hits. Played for the Yankees 92 to 95, the Rays in 98.
So a guy that we both played against.
When was he with the Yankees?
It was 92 to 95, was it?
Not a lot of games, not a lot of homers.
No. And then went to the Expos after that.
But was an original Devil Ray in 1998, so... I'll get that answer to you later on. There's John Birdie behind in the count 0-2. Tyler Alexander still out there here in the 6th as Birdie lines one to left center field. That's DeLuca. Is able to make the play. A nice sliding catch from the Rays left fielder.
Well, whenever outfielders make plays here at the Trop, it's even better because the roof and have them and that jump that they get. Tremendous play. DeLuca's played all 3 outfield positions in this series. Started out in center field, went to right yesterday, and then in left today.
With 2 down, here's Jose Trevino. Had his 3rd home run of the year, a 2-run shot to left field, but pops this one up. Rortvedt settling underneath it. And Tyler Alexander rebounds here in the 6th inning with an easy 1-2-3 inning.
I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park.
This is the ultimate challenge. 40 miles in 40 days. Oh my God. I need a medic. Right now. I cannot do this.
Seen day 22.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
He needs pants.
Got it.
Come on, let's go. Hustle.
The stroller?
Double stroller. Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go.
I'm gonna throw up. When you're traveling with 3 kids and pretty much everything they own,
Hi, guys. Welcome.
it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
Gatorade Zero. Zero sugar hydration with all the flavor and electrolyte. Hydration.
Well, it is time to check out the T-Mobile coverage cam.
Well, how about the defense from Anthony Volpe? This is all in the 1st inning. Going to his right, getting Diaz. You don't need the head first slide in the 1st. And again in the 1st inning, outstanding play by Torres against Lowe. First 2 hitters in the Rays lineup, 2 great defensive plays by the Yankees.
Yankees playing a clean game all the way around. 6 runs on the board, making all the plays defensively. Luis Gil getting into the 6th inning, only giving up 2 hits. And I'll be back to the top of the lineup for the Rays. Yandy Diaz, Josh Lowe, and Randy Arozarena against Luis Gil. That's lifted to center field, fairly deep as Aaron Judge settles underneath it. 1 pitch, 1 out.
I was about to say, the 3rd time around the lineup, you wonder if that slider is going to come into play. It doesn't have a really big break on it. That was a first pitch slider to Diaz.
If you look at Gil, his last 2 outings, 6 1/3 against Baltimore, 6 against Houston. Now has 1 out here in the 6th inning. Pitch count in good shape.
Yeah, 3 hits total in those last 2 outings. Only 1 run.
Low 0 for 2, couple of ground balls to second base. See the numbers this season: the 143 opponents average first, the slugging second, OPS fourth. Strikeout percentage was fifth. It's everything the Yankees could have asked for.
And I think that 143 average is first in the American League, and he's second in Major League Baseball. Dylan Cease with the Padres is the only one better than Heel as far as average against.
Lowe pulls it foul. With all of that success, though, Nelly, you know, there's still room for improvement, right? As you see the pitch count inning by inning, you mentioned the slider should become a better pitch as he moves forward. The running game should be something he improves at.
Yeah, and getting used to the slide step as far as when a guy's on first.
That ball drilled down the right field line and fair. Should be extra bases for Josh Lowe, and it is a one-out double.
Lowe's had some good swings against Heel his first couple at-bats, and this is a fastball that stayed up. You wanted that in a little bit further. You see where Trevino was setting up, and it just gets past Rizzo at first. There it goes down the line. A nice job by Soto getting it in, keeping Lowe at second. And you're right. I mean, the slider is one of those pitches. You're going to need 3 pitches as a starter.
Yeah.
He's got a great fastball, and he's got a great changeup. The slider is that pitch. You have the changeup going one way. You would like your arsenal. You'll have pitches go both ways, and the slider away to righties, into lefties. You have the changeup that goes into righties, away to lefties. And the slider right now for him is almost like a cutter. It really doesn't have the depth to like a normal slider. It just really cuts across his zone up 2, 3, 4 inches.
So I guess the question is that a pitch that he should change maybe grips on to find something eventually that he's going to be comfortable with?
Yeah, a lot would be. I don't really know how he's holding it now. You know, you don't really hold it on the big horseshoe like you would do on a curveball. You hold it in a way that you get in a little tighter spin, like almost like a 2-seam fastball, but you put your middle finger along a seam.
There's a good fastball there. Catches a Rosarena looking on the inner half. Third strikeout for Heel.
And that's where you can beat a Rosarena on an inside edge. He's not going to be able to turn on that pitch. 98. But that's something like, even from players. I mean, players will ask, you can find a guy that has a really good breaking pitch. And you'll go up to say, how do you hold it?
Well, I was just thinking, I was looking down at the bullpen as there was a little scurrying, and I'm sure those are the conversations. How do you hold your slider? How do you hold your changeup?
Because nobody's going to throw that pitch. I mean, you go up to Mariano Rivera and say, how do you throw it? Show me how you hold your cutter. You can show him. I mean, he'll show you how you hold it. Everybody has a different release point, and you just release the ball a lot differently than everyone else. So you can show, I can go show a guy, hey, this is how I held my slider, but I'm going to release it a lot different than maybe Luis Heel. But it's just finding grips until you figure out, hey, this might really work.
Heel trying to work his way through the 6th inning here. 2 outs. Lowe taking his lead off a second. Dangerous Paredes up at the plate. Way out ahead of that one, pulls it foul.
And that was a slider, and that was supposed to be away. And to help him out a little bit, I mean, you want maybe the catcher Trevino to set up a little bit further outside, so that way he can visualize the outside part, even way off the plate, and maybe get a feel that, hey, I got to reach that outside.
Tried to go with the changeup down and away, just missed. I always said if you're going to throw your changeup 2-2, you might as well throw it 3-2. Goes with the changeup again. And we do have a little action in the Yankee bullpen. Birdie getting loose.
You heard the phone ring.
Paredes 1 for 2 in this one. It's off the bat. It's going to come back fair. Rizzo coming in, able to field it, and the Yankees will take it as Luis Gil. 6 shutout innings against the Tampa Bay Rays. Yankees lead 6-0.
I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park.
This is the ultimate challenge. 40 miles in.
Nobody out here has seen day 22.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
What do you mean the connecting rooms were not confirmed?
Exactly, not confirmed.
We need to be able to see our kids.
Oh, you'll be able to see them.
When you want your kids in a room that's actually connecting, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
With features you won't find on Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, or Subaru Forester, the Hyundai Tucson puts the other guys in their place. Namely, the rear view mirror. Only a Tucson compares to a Tucson. Lease an all-wheel drive Tucson for $229 a month, or get 3.99% APR, or up to $2,000 bonus cash. Hurry, offers end soon.
Luis Gil, 6 shutout innings and getting some appreciation in that Yankee dugout.
Yeah, he really battled today. This shows what kind of stuff he has. You know, what do you have? 2 strikeouts on the night. Well, 3 strikeouts on the evening, and it's a great outing.
Well, let's take a look at our Audi electric moment. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local tri-state Audi dealer today.
Oh, there's that cutter. His first Major League home run.
Let's go, baby! Oh, let's go, baby! Let's go!
Jones up there for the 3rd time at his first big league home run in the 3rd. A fly ball deep to right field. His 2nd at bat, facing Tyler Alexander again. Kevin Cash is running him back out there for the 7th inning.
Now the pitch count good, 78 pitches.
Through 6 innings against the San Francisco Giants, but if he gets an out here, it'll be his longest outing of the young season. And the 0-2.
The only pitch that got him in trouble today has been that cutter. 3 home runs on that cutter from Alexander.
Six 0 Yankees on 7 hits, 3 home runs from the Bombers, Jones, Trevino, and Aaron Judge. Rays playing Jones to pull the ball on the infield. As that cutter misses up. And a good at bat from Jones, able to work his way on a leadoff walk here in the 7th. It is a big season, and there are more reasons to say yes. Download the Yes app and stream games with live stat overlay. Play along, win cash prizes, and earn Yes rewards to redeem for gift cards and gear. Download now, and remember that if you get Yes on TV, then you definitely get the Yes app for free. Back to the top of the lineup, Anthony Volpe. First pitch swinging.
Jones has some decent speed over there at first. No sense of shutting it down yet. Only 6-0.
Getting some action in the Rays bullpen as Jones takes his lead. Ramirez getting loose. Volpe 1 for 3, had a leadoff triple, scored a run, flew out to center field and struck out looking. His last at bat, was not happy with that call. That's a ground ball to short. Could be 2. 6-4-3 double play for the Rays.
Cutter on the outside part of the plate. You see Volpe tries to pull that pitch. Little 6-4-3, and then the helmet goes right between Diaz's legs.
It'll be 2 down for Juan Soto. Had a base hit in the 5th inning. Soto with a sac fly and an RBI in the 1st inning. Soto had a little hitless streak, 0 for 11 until he snapped it there in the 5th inning with that base hit. Scored on the Aaron Judge 2-run home run. And the 0-2. Ground ball right back to Alexander. And that will do it for the top of the 7th inning. But on this Mother's Day, hope all of you are having a great day, spending it with family, and we're going to stay here for the 7th inning stretch and for God Bless America inside of Tropicana Field.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask at this time that you please rise, remove your caps, and join Amanda Breyfogle for our performance of God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park.
This is the ultimate challenge. 40 miles in 40 days. Oh my God. I am medic. Right now, they cannot do this.
Nobody out here has seen day 22.
Summer is around the corner. Put your plans in motion with great deals at the Ford Memorial Day sales event. Go places near and far, on-road and off-road. Bring your friends and all your toys. You've got the plans. We've got the deals. The Ford Memorial Day sales event. Get a head start on summer. Now get a Ford Edge with 0% financing for 72 months plus $4,000 bonus cash. Only at your local Ford stores.
Time for your Ford Studio update. Bob and Jack with you. On the pregame, you talked about the Yankees needing to power up. They have both hitting and pitching.
Yeah, they've done a really good job against Alexander. We talked about how he had a propensity to give up home runs. Jones, Trevino, and Judge all going deep. And Heel, though maybe on a day where he doesn't have his greatest stuff, has figured out a way to throw zeros up against the Rays. If you're Aaron Boone, you couldn't have scripted this game any better.
We'll talk about Heel, the offense, and much more. We'll hear from Boone coming up on the postgame. Back to Flash and Nelly.
Well, thank you very much, guys. We're from you in the post game with Meredith, working the clubhouse. Our game summary: Yankees lead this one 6-0. 7 hits for the Yanks, 3 for the Rays. Luis Heel, 6 shutout innings, 3 home runs for the Yankees. Alexander pitched 7 innings for Kevin Cass, but the Rays offensively 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. New pitcher for the Yankees, Caleb Ferguson, will take over his 17th game.
7 straight appearances without giving up an earned run, getting that ERA down under 4.
His last 7 games, a 35% strikeout rate, 50% ground ball rate, as that fastball rides up and in.
He's got a curveball, little cutter as well.
Palacios, Rosario, and DeLuca here in the bottom of the 7th. Line drive, right field, leadoff base hit.
Palacios has put together some good at-bats in this game as well. He gets another fastball out over the middle of the plate. His second hit.
Bring up Ahmed Rosario. Yankees trying to take this last game in Tampa, enjoy that off day tomorrow, and head to the Minnesota to play the Twins, who are playing some really good baseball. And right back in that Central Division race.
We're going to see Paddock and Pablo Lopez on the second day.
There's a swing and a miss, one down here, bottom of the 7th.
There's that cutter. Nice stop by Trevino. We talked, what, in the first game about taking it off the navel in the middle of your chest and keeping it in front of you.
I'll bring up Johnny DeLuca, who walked in the 2nd. Ground ball to Birdie in the 5th. Yankees won the first game of this series 2-0 on Friday night. Lost 7-2 yesterday as Birdie back on the bullpen mound.
New customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins.
Ferguson quickly ahead in the count, 1-2. Forward to that Minnesota Twins series. Carlos Rodon will get the baseball the first game of that series. Rodon 3-2 with a 3.56 ERA. Last start 6 1/3 against the Houston Astros. Picked up the win in that game. Slapped the other way, just out of the reach of Anthony Rizzo. Palacios all the way to third. DeLuca into second base with a one-out double, and the Rays trying to get something going here in the bottom of the seventh.
Well, this pitch was way out of the zone and up around the shoulder area of DeLuca. He just one hops it over Rizzo's head. You watch it. No chance for Anthony to get that ball. About a foot over his glove. Palacios goes first to third. DeLuca double.
With one down on to bring up Ben Rortvedt. Lefty Ferguson against a left-handed hitting Rortvedt. The Yankees will play the infield defense back. They will trade the run for an out. Rortvedt 0 for 2.
This is where, if you're Ferguson, you would love to have a strikeout here.
That ball misses 3-0.
You know, if anything with the Yankees, as good as their bullpen has been, the swing and miss stuff, there's not a lot down there. 24th in baseball in strikeouts.
That is a 4-pitch walk to Ben Rortvedt. Base is now loaded for Jose Siri. Siri 0 for 2, couple of ground balls. He was 0 for 3 in yesterday's game. And one swing at the bat can get the Rays right back in this one.
Scouting report on Johnson's held true. He's not given those outside corners.
And the 1-1. Ties him up with a cutter.
Good pitch. This is a late swing by Siri. Shows me there. You throw something up. Climb the ladder a little bit, either with a cutter or a four-seamer.
hit well and deep to left field and gone. A grand slam for Jose Siri. And the Rays are right back in it.
Well, Ferguson tried to come back with a fastball again, and it was just mislocated. And it needed to be up and out of the zone. You saw the poor swing before by the cutter. Just showed you that he wasn't going to be able to handle a pitch upstairs. And that was out over the middle of the plate.
Well, that's the Rays celebrate. Manager Aaron Boone out to the mound to make a pitching change. 6-4 Yankees.
It's 10 feet. One shot makes you a soup for 24.
Waiting for the break of day. Getting up to splash my face. Wanting just to stay away. Should I try to do some more?
After you. No, after you. I'm holding space for you, physically and emotionally.
I feel your validation, and I reciprocate your generosity.
You know what's surprising?
What, how well we're handling all this?
No, the prizes you could win with the new scratch-off games from the New York Lottery.
That is actually incredible. One sec.
You're a light to those around you.
You can take your light, and you can have a nice day.
Nothing surprises a New Yorker like new monthly scratch-off games from the New York Lottery. Play $10 million cash now.
Whoa, if you want my 2 cents on interest rates, we got options.
My 2 cents. This one's priced to sell.
My 2 cents?
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 Here's my 2 cents on planning for the future. Interest plus interest equals more interest. Come on, you can do that.
Hi, Joan. Perfect timing. I have a few questions.
Let's look at your plan and see what makes sense for you.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Bet365. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. And by Buick. Visit your local tri-state Buick dealers. And by the New York Lottery. Get out there and play. Nick Birdie takes over his 8 games. 6 2/3 innings pitched. And the Rays are right back in this one with that grand slam from Jose Siri. Diaz 0 for 3.
Now, this is a 1-2 pitch. You look where the fastball is, just out over the plate, and Siri knew it. You got to read swings, and on that cutter inside the previous pitch, Siri looked bad on it, and it just shows you you have to go up higher and more in than out over. I mean, Trevino set up on the outside corner, and this had way too much of the play. That needed to be higher. I like the fastball call, but you have to go up higher and go in, not out over. And this is a no-doubter.
Nick Birdie takes over. And this is with that slider down and away. We saw Birdie Friday night only threw 3 pitches as he was activated off the IL. Ferguson going through it in his mind in that Yankee dugout. And that's going to be a walk for Yandy Diaz. So what looked like it was going to be a very comfortable afternoon, now all of a sudden he's getting a little stressful here in the 7th.
Yeah, second walk of this inning.
They bring up Josh Lowe. The double in the 6th has hit the ball hard today. Luke Weaver getting loose. Mentioned that off day tomorrow, so if you're Aaron Boone, you can
fire through your bullpen.
Yeah, you can go to him.
You know, right now, Birdie's having a hard time throwing strikes. That front shoulder is flying open. You see those 2 pitches to Lowe, down and in. He's just cross-firing that fastball. He's got to keep the shoulder closed. Trevino's set up on the outside part. This pitch has to be away.
And this is again up and away. There is the bullpen budget. Clay Holmes had to work Friday night, 34 pitches. You're Josh Lowe here. You would imagine he has a green light if he likes it 3-0 in a 2-run game. Right down the middle, he takes. Ramirez and Armstrong. You know Birdie has a good fastball, but a fastball count for Lowe here, 3-1.
They got too aggressive there on that 98-mile-an-hour fastball. That looked like it was ball 4. Looks like he's been all over the place with his fastball. Think he goes slider here?
Fastball again and misses, so back-to-back walks from Nick Birdie. That's going to bring the pitching coach Matt Blake out to the mound.
Yeah, you got to settle him down a little bit. And the fastball, when you get out of whack mechanically and you're all over the place, sometimes that slider will keep you back, and you can dial in your mechanics, and then all of a sudden you find it with the fastball location. Wouldn't have been a bad idea to go slider there, especially with his fastballs on both sides of the plate missing.
Well, this copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the New York Yankees, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. That was a leadoff base hit from Palacios here in the 7th. Rosario struck out. A double from DeLuca, a walk from Wertvet, the grand slam from Siri, and now back-to-back walks issued by Nick Birdie. And Randy Arozarena in position to do some damage here. A couple of runners on, 1 out. Arozarena, a walk and 2 strikeouts.
And this is where that 3-batter minimum comes into play. It's a 4-seamer up. Normally, you probably take Birdie out because of the first 2 walks, but because he has to face 3 hitters, he's going to pitch to Arozarena.
Well, you would think it would be a good matchup. The fastball of Birdie against Arozarena, who's had trouble with the heat this year. Did he just miss with a slider?
Yeah, you got to stay in. You got to make sure that fastball is on the inner half. Anything up and away, Arozarena took a fastball out last night to right center field.
Out in front of that slider, Birdie ahead in the count 1-2.
That was a real nice idea. The first slider he threw to Arozarena, the previous pitch, was a backup slider. It was really bad, and Trevino just went right back to it. Try to expand the zone here with that slider, see if you get a swing and miss.
Diaz off of second, Lowe off of first. 1-2, and that gets Arozarena. So things getting away from the Yankees and Nick Birdie here in the 7th.
Well, he got hit on a slider, and that's going to be it for him. But that was just a pitch. Again, he got underneath. You see, he got underneath. Just gets him off of that pad.
Another look at that slider up and in.
And there you can see how that release, he's getting underneath that pitch instead of on top of it.
Well, Aaron Boone going to make a pitching change. It's going to be Luke Weaver against Isaac Paredes when we come back.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
You can watch it on all the devices you already own.
Yes!
And you can share it with 5 of your closest friends and family. Start streaming now.
For you to get it on your own, Exco delivers to you. Don't let it go. Exco give it to you. He gon' give it to you. Exco give it to you. He gon' give it to you. He knows how to work a crowd. The marvelous Mr. Soto. It's a must-watch. Home run for the amazing Soto. Soto keeps doing it.
He is so much fun to watch. Soto has exceeded all the expectations.
Well, there's Nick Birdie, Caleb Ferguson mulling it over in that Yankee dugout, and Luke Weaver is going to take over in a very difficult spot. Bases loaded, only 1 down, and there are his numbers on the year.
They've been terrific. 3 2/3 scoreless. He's only given up 3 hits during that time, and really needs a double play right here.
You're thinking double play, you're thinking strikeout, and one of the best run producers for the Rays in Paredes, 21 RBIs. Diaz off of second, Lowe off of first, and Rosa off of second, and Rosarena off of first. Bases loaded, 1 down. And that cutter misses.
You know, I always thought, it seems like this is such a high-pressure situation. It is, but I always thought coming in with bases loaded, it relaxes you a little bit because you're coming into a place that you're probably looking to at least give up a run. You relax a little bit on the mound. You wind up making some good pitches, and you get out of it. For one, they're not your runs anyway. They're the other guy's runs, but at the same time, you're like, okay, I can settle down and then pitch and get out of this. I mean, right now it's a 3-0 count.
This with that cutter away as Palacios waiting on deck. Again, in today's game, you have to expect every hitter to get that green light 3-0. Weaver steps off. 6 shutout innings for Luis Heel, but things getting interesting in the 7th. 4 runs in already for the Rays. And the 3-0 to Paredes. That's in there for a strike.
I don't know if he had the green light. That was the pitch to swing at.
And 3-1. Swing and a miss. Weaver back in it.
Good four-seam fastball at 96. There you see Paredes with that uppercut, that upswing, and trying to hit this ball out of the ballpark.
As he go with another fastball here, was able to get that 3-1 fastball by him. And the 3-2 gets in on his hands. It'll be right over the Rays dugout. .96 miles an hour on that heater, but it seems like it plays up a little bit.
It does. Has a little upshoot to it, and it gets on top of the hitter. You know, he doesn't have that traditional leg kick, a little short motion with that left leg when he goes to home. You know, I would think that you have to stay fastball here.
We'll do it again. Another 3-2 pitch. That's up and in. Like it got Paredes. That Rays will score another run.
Yeah, that got him off the bill of the cap, the helmet.
3 walks in the inning, 2 hit by pitches in the inning.
Wow, right off the bill. Wow.
Manager Kevin Cash and the trainer checking out Paredes, making sure he's going to be all right. It looks like he will.
You know, if I'm Trevino right here, I might want to go out and just talk to Weaver and settle him down a little bit. A lot of times when pitchers go up around the head of a hitter, they get a little rattled out there. You never want to try to, you never headhunt anyway, but just by going up there on accident, and there you see that it's a 2-seam fastball and just kept riding in. Gets him right off. Bill the helmet.
Well, bases loaded still for the Rays. 6-5 Yankees. It all started with Richie Palacios with a leadoff single here in the 7th. The Rays have now batted around. This bullpen for the Yankees has been so good this year. 3 walks, 2 hit batters in the inning. It was Ferguson, Birdie, and now Weaver. Check swing, he went.
2 changeups in a row from Weaver. This is where, when you come in these situations, this is where you need to swing and miss. This is where you need to strike out.
Palacios 2 for 3 already. Fouls that one straight back. Here it is, Nelly, ahead in the count 1-2, looking for a strikeout. Possibility double play ground ball.
Well, he just threw something up, right? I mean, maybe you go back down with that changeup. He let him off with 2 changeups. That was up around your eyes. Maybe you change the eye level here.
And the 1-2. That's looped into right field. Soto underneath it. Lowe is going to tag up, but he's going to go back to third. A strong throw from Juan Soto. Holds Lowe at third. We're going to look at the pitching decisions presented by Sage.
Well, he tries to lead him off with a changeup. That was down and away. Got a check swing on another changeup. This is where he goes upstairs, up and in. So you're changing the eye level right here. There you go, down again with that changeup. Shallow fly ball, was unable to score that runner from third. Low from third. Good pitch.
Pitching coach Matt Blake out to the mound. Rosario 0 for 3. And Weaver trying to work his way out of trouble. Lowe at third, Arozarena at second, and Paredes taking his lead off of first. 5 runs in already for the Rays here in the 7th. Ground ball to short. This should do it. As Volpe flips the ball to Gleyber Torres, but the Rays answer here in the bottom of the 7th with 5 runs. We got a ball game.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions. Telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready? Explore teaching at teach.org.
When I was 19 and I was going to shows, I was not thinking about permanent hearing loss. I wasn't thinking about tinnitus.
Sometimes my kids are having a conversation with me and that ringing starts in my ear. They're talking to me and I hear their voice, but I can't focus on what they're saying.
The audiologist, he told me that most of his clients are not old people. They're kids that have their earphones in.
I have a lot of regret about not protecting my ears sooner.
Protect your ears at all times, no matter what. It's not something you can get back.
Tuesday on Yes, the Bombers Roadshow continues as Soto and company land in Minnesota for a 3-game set with the Twins. Coverage begins at 7 o'clock with the pregame, then first pitch is scheduled for 7:40 from Target Field. And remember, if you get Yes on TV, then you get the Yes app for free. Should be a good series in Minnesota, but the Yankees trying to take this final game here in St. Pete. They lead 6-5. We're now in the 8th inning, and Sean Armstrong will take over for the Rays.
Armstrong fastball 93 to 94, slider, cutter, curveball.
Saw Armstrong in Friday night's game, gave up that solo home run to Anthony Rizzo, a little insurance run for the Yanks. As Judge drills one to right center field, Siri back on the track, at the wall, makes the play.
Well, he just misses this one. This is that cutter. He just gets underneath. And a few balls to the track today.
One down to bring up the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton 0 for 3. Strikeout, a ground out, and a foul out. Six runs for the Yankees on 7 hits, 5 runs for the Rays on 6. Due up in the bottom of the 8th, DeLuca, Rortvedt, Siri, bottom of the lineup for the Rays. Yankees scored 1 in the first, 2 in the 4th on that Trevino home run, 2 in the 5th on the Aaron Judge 2-run shot. As Stanton drills one to right center field, that's going to be a 1-out base hit. And there it is, the music. We're going to play Name That Yankee and just remind you that this is a 10 out of 10, so a very hard Name That Yankee. 181 games, 6 home runs, 68 hits, and I have no idea. And
the utility player, probably.
Dave Silvestri. Yeah. There he is.
Shortstop, second baseman.
Dave Silvestri probably doesn't even know this, but he changed the course of my career, Nelly.
Really? How's that?
In 1998, I had the worst year that I could ever have when I got traded here to the Rays. As Giancarlo Stanton, his afternoon is done. Grisham will pinch run for him. So we come back in 99. I'm having a terrible spring training, and Dave Silvestri says, why don't you just get on the plate and try to pull everything? Forget about hitting the ball the other way. I ended up going on to have the best year of my career and signed a 3-year contract after that year. So thank you very much, Dave Sylvester.
And you didn't even know the name that Yankee.
I remember the story of him changing my career. I didn't realize that. That's a 10 out of 10. That's a tough one. Here's Anthony Rizzo. This is the rematch from Friday night where Rizzo hit a solo home run, his 7th of the year against Armstrong. Rizzo 1 for 3. This is a look back Friday night.
First pitch cutter. It was a 1-0 game until then. In the 9th inning, made it 2-zip Yanks.
Anthony Rizzo when he digs into the box, especially with 2 outs, chokes up a little bit, gets right on top of the plate. And you would say, well, it's so easy for a pitcher to just throw a ball in on his hands, but it's not that easy to get it in there.
No, and usually when hitters do stand on top of the plate, they want it out over. They want to intimidate the pitcher and dare him to come in.
Here's a 2-2. Line to right field, base hit. Grisham had to hold up. He goes around second. He'll cruise into third. Anthony Rizzo on his way to second. So a 1-out double for Anthony Rizzo, and the Yankees looking to add on here in the 8th.
Well, this pitch was supposed to be away, and it was up out over the plate, a little more in. And he just drilled this past Diaz. The second hit off of Armstrong in this series from Anthony Rizzo.
Grisham had to hold up to make sure, but able to get to third base easily. It's all set up for Gleyber Torres. Second and third, 1 down. Kyle Snyder, pitching coach, out to the mound. Gleyber 0 for 3, but a situational hitting at bat here, just trying to get something in the air, middle of the field. Got to cash in at least 1 here.
Well, you look at the pitch arsenal from Armstrong, so you as a hitter are going up saying, hey, okay, 65% fastballs, also cutters, so you're seeing something hard right off the bat from Armstrong.
Melly, I always felt like these at-bats, when you're struggling a little bit, it just simplifies everything, right? Middle of the field, get the ball in the air. The infield defense is in, trying to cut off the run at the plate. Something out over, get it in the air, middle of the field.
Short swing, just make contact.
It just simplifies your approach, right? You're not looking for the ball in, for the ball away. Just out over the plate, middle of the field, get the ball in the air. Ray's looking for a ground ball. And Armstrong quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Here are the arms in the outfield. The run on DeLuca. Siri has a good throwing arm, and low and right will be a go. And the 0-2. Situation last year is Birdie waiting on deck. Gleyber was so good with runners in scoring position. 2 strikes, he would shorten up, put the ball in play.
You just look at that last hack. It was 94 above the zone, and he was just trying to protect.
Fouled off.
This is where, if you're Armstrong, you can get the Torres up. You can get him up and in, and that's where he's been vulnerable at the start of the season.
Grisham off of third. Rizzo takes his lead off of second. And the 1-2. That misses up. And the 2-2. Drilled to left field and deep. And gone. Gleyber Torres, a 3-run blast to left field. And the Yankees now up 9-5.
How good does that feel right there for Gleyber Torres? It was an outstanding take on the fastball at 94 above. And he gets a hanging cutter.
Boy, if anybody on this club needed that swing of the bat, it was Gleyber Torres.
And here's that pitch here, a hanging cutter. Crushed it.
What an answer back by the New York Yankees here in the 8th inning, giving up 5 in the 7th, answering back with 3 in the 8th.
What a swing. Kept his hands back.
Birdie fouled that one off. It looked like it almost got him. And look at the swing.
Hit his knuckles.
That catches Birdie looking for the second out. Well, you're thinking that could be the one swing that gets it all turned around.
Well, I could breathe a little bit easier, right?
Having Cash out to the mound will make a pitching change. The Yankees were able to get to Armstrong on Friday night, able to get to him Sunday afternoon. Gleyber Torres with a 3-run blast to left field. Second home run of the year. It was a big one.
My name's Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, Hacienda. We bring heirloom corn products from Mexico to every kitchen. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. With no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to meet my business needs. And I reinvest my 2% cash back to help grow our business with new products, like our tabletop masa mill. My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission of bringing masa to the masses. What's in your wallet?
When you share a hotel room with your kid, you also share a bedtime with your kid. But if you get an Airbnb, you get to pick your own bedtime.
Mr. Soto. It's a must-watch. A long home run for the amazing Soto. Soto keeps doing it.
He is so much fun to watch.
Soto has exceeded all the expectations.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Hyundai. With a brand new Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. And by FanDuel. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins. And by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the New York Yankees. Gleyber Torres with that one swing of the bat, sending some of the fans out of the
Devil Ray fans home early.
Erasmo Ramirez will take over. 2 outs here in the 8th. There's a sinker to get ahead of Jose Trevino. The Bombers are out this afternoon. 4 home runs for the Yankees and a big one from Gleyber Torres. There's a drive to left field and deep and gone. Jose Trevino, second home run of the afternoon, a solo shot. And the Bombers add on 10-5 Yankees.
Well, just as the Rays make it a 1-run game, the power of that Yankees lineup. How about the bottom of the lineup today, Flash? Trevino, 2 home runs. Jones 1. 3 out of the 5 today have come from the 8-9 hole. Well, a hanger was supposed to be a slider down. That was a cement mixer. He crushed it.
And Jones gets clipped. You see, he's clearly in pain. That's not going to make the Yankee fans or the Yankees very happy.
Well, 2 home runs in this inning, and this just gets off his elbow. It's a fastball. On that bench, you can't be happy about a fastball inside after 2 home runs in this inning.
You think about the 5 home runs in the game, it just makes you wonder about that fastball in, but Jones looks like he's going to be okay.
Well, this is an 0-2 pitch. There you see Trevino. He chokes up on the bat, gets a hanging breaking pitch, a cutter up.
That'll bring up Anthony Volpe. Volpe led this game off with a triple, scored a run on the sacrifice fly from Juan Soto. Fly ball center field. Siri underneath it, and that will do it here in the 8th inning. But what an answer by the Bronx Bombers in the top of the 8th inning. Gleyber Torres needed that swing, a 3-run bomb to left field. And we talked about the catchers getting it done behind the plate, also getting it done at the plate. Second home run of the...
If you're finally ready to take a trip without the kids, why stay at a hotel with more kids? Get an Airbnb and have the place to yourselves.
My name's Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, Hacienda. We bring heirloom corn products from Mexico to every kitchen. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. With no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to meet my business needs. And I reinvest my 2% cash back to help grow our business with new products, like our tabletop masa mill. My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission of bringing masa to the masses. What's in your wallet?
At Not Howie says Taco Bell only really hits after midnight, which is why I'm going to use the Cantina chicken menu to help him see the Taco Bell light.
Very juicy. Hi. The food hits, right? Are you at Not Howie? Does it hit or does it not hit? I'd say it hits. Yeah, it does hit. I can't lie. Okay, but you did, maybe.
The Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco isn't just for late night.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get it.
10-5 Yankees, bottom of the 8th inning. Johnny DeLuca leading off against Luke Weaver. Cutter in there for a strike. Ten runs on 11 hits for the Yankees. DeLuca had a double in that big bottom of the 7th for the Rays. They were able to put 5 runs on the board, but the Yankees come right back in the top of the 8th with a 4 spot. Fly ball center field. Aaron Judge a few steps to his right, makes the plays. Fans, it's a big season, and there are more reasons to say yes. Download the Yes app and stream games with a live stat overlay. Play along, win cash prizes, and earn Yes rewards to redeem for gift cards and gear. Download now, and remember that if you get Yes on TV, then you get the Yes app for free. One down to bring up Ben Rortvedt. Rortvedt 0 for 2. Change up, down and away. Ian Hamilton is ready to go. Swing and a miss. 2 quick outs for Luke Weaver. Well, it's May 12th, which is Mother's Day, but it is also Yogi Berra's birthday. Yogi would have been 99 years old today. And then you see the career resume, 19 seasons, 10-time world champion, 3-time AL MVP, 18-time All-Star, Hall of Famer, and we miss him every day.
Happy birthday, Yogi. Did you see the documentary?
I did, yes.
I'm glad I watched it by myself. It brought tears to my eyes in some of the spots in it.
It was always a thrill for me when we'd go to spring training and Yogi would be with all the catchers going through the drills and giving his 2 cents on how he used to do it back in the day. And boy, I miss those times with Yogi. You know, I played my first game with the Yankees in '03 on the road. We started the year on the road. And when we came back to Yankee Stadium for the first home game, Yogi was sitting in my locker when I showed up at the field, you know, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Did I get in trouble? And he said, kid, I just wanted to let you know I was watching. Nice job on the road.
Oh, good.
That was so cool.
Didn't know if he was like, okay, I'm going to take your place.
Siri up at the plate. Diaz waiting on deck. Weaver trying to work his way through the 8th inning, and he will do just that. So a nice rebound inning out on the mound for the Yankees. And Weaver, happy birthday, Yogi. We miss you every day. That was at the old Yankee Stadium. Yogi Berra.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
Our calling was to build trucks, and that's why trucks are what we do. We put our everything into every truck, so that when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
My name's Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, Hacienda. We bring heirloom corn products from Mexico to every kitchen. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. With no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to meet my business needs. And I reinvest my 2% cash back to help grow our business with new products, like our tabletop masa mill. My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission of bringing masa to the masses. What's in your wallet?
If you're finally ready to take a trip without the kids, why stay at a hotel with more kids? Get an Airbnb and have the place to yourselves.
Fans after the final out get highlights, analysis, clubhouse interviews, and hear from Aaron Boone on the Manager's Report. Plus a look ahead to the upcoming series with the Twins. That's all coming up on the W.B. Mason Yankees postgame. Bob Lorenz, Jack Curry, Meredith Marakovitz. We'll bring you that W.B. Mason Yankees postgame. Yankees lead 10-5 on 11 hits. 5 runs, 6 hits for the Rays. Top of the 9th, it'll be Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and Giancarlo Stanton. Soto 1 for 3.
This got Johnson off the right shoulder or in the mask.
And Soto always seems to be in such a good mood. If you're hitting 316, 320, 325,
wouldn't you be?
Pretty happy every day.
Exactly.
Soto takes his time out.
Does it really hurt that bad when the ball hits you off the mask?
So I always used to tell people that it always looked a lot worse than it actually felt. But now I'm careful when I say that because these catchers have had a lot of concussion problems from the foul balls. And you see Ben Rortvedt has that old hockey-style mask, which I wore at the end of my career because I had some neck problems.
When did they start coming out with that style? Because they never used to have that. About what, early 2000s?
So I wore that at the end of my Devil Ray career, which would have been 01, 02. And again, I had neck issues, and I felt like the mask was more balanced to the middle, to the back of my head, so it wasn't pulling as much forward on my neck. Ground ball back up the middle. Rosario cuts it across and is able to get Soto by a couple of steps.
I remember the old mask that had the throat guard that would hang down below. Siri cutting across second base.
So in the minor leagues, the equipment was that heavy steel mask with that Steve Yeager plastic piece. And all those years of wearing that mask, eventually have a herniated disc in my neck.
But the knees are fine.
Knees are fine. Hips aren't great. Elbow, bone chips in the elbow got me today.
Yeah?
Yeah, I reached
Lodged
for
right
something
in.
and locked up again. So just a reminder of all those baseballs that we threw back in the day. Judge again, another deep drive, right center field, just short of the warning track, 2 down. How about you? What injuries do we have going on?
Well, I've had bone chips about 3 different times taken out while I played. Had the knee replaced a year and a half. My shoulder's probably messed up. Neck's hurting. I mean, what does it?
2 down now to bring up Trent Grisham, who took over for Giancarlo Stanton. He'll be top of the lineup for the Rays in the bottom of the 9th.
When I retired, I tried not to go to the gym. I was like, okay, I'm done. I've lifted every day of my life, seemed. And then that lasted about a week because I couldn't get out of bed.
I think we got to keep moving, don't we?
I know.
If we
I
don't,
can't
we're in
stop.
trouble. Yeah. I will give you some advice. Get on the stretching program. I thought my hips were going to go. I was having a little issue and committed to the stretching.
That I do.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. We talked about Jones getting his first big league start in the outfield. It's been very quiet for him out there. Left field tonight.
Yes, I mean, a little surprised. He's probably happy about that. Now they're talking, him and Verdugo, about getting hit in the elbow.
Here's a 2-2 from Ramirez. Pulled foul. Yankees looking to close this one out. It will be 10 series out of the first 13. Also looking for win number 27 on the year. before that off day tomorrow and a 3-game set with Minnesota. That misses, so Grisham able to work a 2-out walk. With Anthony Rizzo another at bat. Rizzo's had a good game. A base hit in the 4th, a double in the 8th. Scored a couple of runs. That's in there for a strike. Popped up behind the plate. Workvet underneath it will make the play. So Ramirez able to work his way through the top of the 9th inning. As the Yankee teammates giving each other a little bit of a hug, and it's Happy Mother's Day. Give your mom an extra special hug on this special day.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP on select GMC Sierra models. We are professional grade GMC.
Joe passed away December 26, 2021. They had found him unconscious. He had a heart attack at the firehouse. At Joe's wake, Assistant Chief Gala had told me that Tunnel to Towers would be taking care of us. We found out that for July 4th that they'd be paying off our mortgage completely. I would suggest that if you've never heard of Tunnel to Towers, you should read about it. You definitely see where the money goes. I think that's the most important thing. You see where it's going. Please contribute $11 a month by going to t2t.org.
Let's see what's happening in the aisles today. Uh-oh, Julie and Adam are shopping hungry again.
But look at all the sales.
Jules, you don't like spicy.
Yeah, but they look so good.
Barbecue, sour cream, classic.
Gotta try the ranch. Okay, now I'm hungry. A roast? You sure about that?
Teriyaki sauce.
That's your hunger talking. You don't cook.
We do today.
We do today.
Whatever the moment, we'll meet you there. Stop and shop. Feed the moment.
Well, it is time to take a look at our Buick drive of the game.
Jahmai Jones in the 3rd inning. They cut her out over the plate. First Yankee home run, first Major League home run. And the smile does not stop.
Alex Verdugo taking over in left field. I got to give our producer Josh Isaac a little bit of love. The drive of the game is the bench player, first big league home run. I mean, very easily could have went Gleyber Torres or Aaron Judge, right? He takes care of the bench guys. I respect that. Bottom of the 9th inning. Yankees lead this one 10-5. Ian Hamilton takes over. Fastball up and in on Yandy Diaz. Diaz 0 for 3.
Well, you have to give some love to the bench player because all 3 games we've been glorifying the catchers because of you been up here and how well they are actually doing. You know, and also Trevino, big day today.
Another big day.
All about the catchers in this
Austin
race
had a double last night.
Throwing out runners.
Nelly, I just call it like I see it. If these guys are producing out there, you got to acknowledge it.
Just so happens you guys played the same position.
Driven the other way, slicing foul. Well, the Yankees were leading this this one 6-0 halfway through. The Rays answered with 5 in the bottom of the 7th, but the Yankees came right back in the top of the 8th with 4. And that's your 10-5 lead. Looking to take the final game of a 3-game set here in Tampa, St. Pete. Carlos Rodon against Chris Paddock. First game of the Twins series. Driven to right field and deep. That one's out of here. Solo shot for Yandy Diaz. 10-6 Yankees.
Well, you're kind of hoping with a 10-5 lead that you wouldn't have to get up Clay Holmes, and it looks like Clay Holmes is going to get up in the Yankee bullpen.
Holmes had 34 pitches on Friday night. He was able to pick up a save, but he had to earn that one. Bring up Josh Lowe, 1 for 3.
Well, 7-pitch at bat to Diaz, and this is just a fastball up and away. And he goes oppo to right field.
Rosarena waiting on deck. And 2-2 from Hamilton. It's skied to the right side. Anthony Rizzo settling underneath that. Rosarena 0 for 2. Walk hit by Pitt, stole a base. Comes up with it. It's not going to have a play. It'd be an infield hit for Rosarena.
Well, smart play by Birdie just to eat that. It was off the end of the bat. Rosarena, he runs well. Nice bare hand play, but better off to eat it than throw it down the right field line.
Bring up Isaac Paredes, cleanup hitter for the Rays. Happy Mother's Day again to all the moms out there. Hope you're enjoying your day. Thanks for joining us for a little Yankees baseball.
Good Schlambio right there.
Quickly adding the count 0-2. Brady's going to take his timeout. Swing and a miss, 2 down.
Good fastball upstairs. There's no chance. Look how late he is on this four-seamer.
Well, the Yankees 1 out away from taking 2 of 3 from the Rays. Palacios first pitch swinging. Line drive pulled foul. Quickly ahead in the count 0-2. So it has been the power for the Bronx Bombers this afternoon. 5 home runs, 10 runs on the board. 1 strike, 1 out away from taking 2 of 3 against the Tampa Bay Rays. Drive down the right field line. That's going to find the seats. Foul.
That's 4 sliders in a row to Palacios. Hamilton has some good heat. Gets him with a fastball up here to end the game.
And the 0-2. Fastball up. Palacios lays off. Rosarena not being held on. He will be on the move, but that will do it. A strikeout of Palacios that ends this one. And
ball game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. In a city that never sleeps and find I'm a #1, top of the list, king of the hill, a #1. These little town blues start of it it's up to you, New York, New York, New Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. In a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues in a city that never sleeps, and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. In a city that never sleeps, and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New